Hey everybody, John Lavenia here. Welcome to another Success Series video with Bold Statement Marketing. And I want to share with you a topic. You know what? Let me just stop here just for a second. Do you see when my eyebrow goes up like that? My wife was telling me, John, you got this eyebrow thing going on. And I'm like, really? And I was watching videos of myself and I was like, ugh. So anyway, I don't know why I do that. I don't know when I started doing that. But there it is. It's pretty interesting. So here's what I want to talk with you about today, briefly, is what is prospecting? Now, a lot of people who are in home-based business, they hear the word prospecting and they think, well, I'm not good at sales, right? Or I don't like to sell. I'm just sharing, right? I'm just sharing. And, you know, that kind of is a thorn in my side a little bit because I think everything is sales, right? Because I'm a salesman. Right now, I'm selling an idea, right? I'm telling you something, you're listening. I'm transferring an idea from one brain to another. Okay, so since I think everything is sales and communication, that's how I think. But a lot of people, they've got this emotional weirdness going on around sales. Like you push a button on their brain every time you say it. And so I'm thinking, well, it's probably the same thing with prospecting. People, since they've avoided the idea of selling for so long, and they've actually, in a lot of cases in our space, in the home-based business space, people don't identify themselves as salespeople. Okay, that they want to avoid being labeled a salesperson, like it's something bad, like a politician or something, then they just kind of don't become competent in that area. Well, one of the things you got to know if you're in sales and marketing is this idea of prospecting. Like, so what is actually prospecting? What is it? And I liken it to something very physical. We're going to use a physical example here, something we can touch. Okay, and I want you to think back to the old days of the gold rush. Actually, there's another gold rush going on right now up in Alaska and stuff because people are looking for gold, right? Because the value of the money is going down, and so people are looking for real money, which is gold and silver. But back in the days of the gold rush, if you picture in your mind a prospector, okay, somebody who had the hat, right, the old beat up hat and the coveralls. Right, and they're panning for gold, right? They got the pan, and here comes the water, and they're looking for the shiny rocks. Okay, now let me ask you: when you see that picture in your mind, picture now they get a rock, and the rock is, let's say, brown or whatever. How much time are they going to spend examining that rock, knowing that it's just a piece of limestone or something, or whatever kind of rock? I'm not a geologist, okay, but it's obviously not gold. How much work are they going to do on this particular rock and the millions of other rocks that are coming down the stream into their pan? None. They're going to discard and they're going to find the shiny rock, right? And then see if that's real gold and all this. So what are they really doing as a prospector? What are you and I really doing as a prospector? Regardless of what method. We're using a pan, we're using a phone, we're using, in my case, I don't talk to prospects. I just use an internet system, right? Which, by the way, if that's something that's attractive to you, if you're living on the phone, hit me up and I'll show you how you never have to call a prospect again, right? But what is it that we're actually doing? We're sorting. We're not necessarily selling, okay? Although, again, everything is sales in one form. But we're sorting for something already of a certain value. So did you hear what I said? We're sorting for something of a certain value. In terms of the gold with the pan, right? We're looking for something that's already gold. We're not going to polish the brown piece of granite or whatever it is and try and turn it into gold. Okay? In the car business, when we would take in, well, I used to be in the car business, when we were taking an old beat up ratty car, there was a saying, you can't polish a turd, okay? So you're not going to polish that rock and turn it into gold. We're looking for something that's already of the value known as gold. That's the value we're seeking. Same thing with prospecting with people, okay? We're looking for someone already of a certain value. Does that mean that these other people are bad or not valuable? I'm sure they're valuable in other areas of their life, however great or small that may be. But in terms of whether or not they qualify for more of our business time, they may be a wonderful friend. In other areas, their family member, we're going to go have Thanksgiving dinner together. Hey, wonderful. But they don't qualify for any more of my business time. Sorry, mom, dad, brother, sister, aunt, uncle, grandma, okay? You don't qualify for any more of my business time. Let's have Thanksgiving dinner, though. Okay? Sorry, Mr. and Mrs. Stranger Prospect, who's skeptical and you don't know, and maybe you should just keep your job and you're not sure. You don't qualify for any more of my business time. I'm looking for someone of a certain specific value. And it's not judging them as a person. Once again, it's judging whether or not they qualify for my business time. And who's the judge of that? Me and only me. Now, here's the interesting thing that happens, especially with new people. They lack what's called posture. Okay, and the posture is basically a relaxed confidence, knowing that you're going to get where you want to go, like to the promised land, like in the case of the rhinos and stuff. Okay, so if you don't know that the promised land is a guaranteed future outcome, then you become attached to the outcome of that prospecting experience, whether it's the conversation on the phone or whether it's the email going back and forth or whatever it happens to be. You get attached to the outcome of what that conversation is going to be. Oh, I hope I make the sale, even though I'm not in sales, right? I'm just sharing, okay? I hope they get started, right? And all that attachment diminishes you as a prospector. So now here's a prospector. He's sitting there with the pen looking for the gold, and he so much wants that brown rock to be a piece of gold. He's killing time, an enormous amount of time, which is way, way costly. It's the most precious commodity we have. So the faster you sort, the better for you, which is another advantage of not having to call every person if you've got systems in place that can do that for you. And then you only talk to buyers, right? People that have already qualified for your time by demonstrating that they can make some sort of a decision on their own and do something, you know, or buy a small product, an entry level something, okay? So again, that's the method that I've now adopted, okay? But the theory is still the same. The practice is still the same in terms of what we're actually doing. We're sorting. Now, here's how you get rid of that attachment. Okay, number one, of course, have a goal and know you're going to reach it. Visualize that goal, feel the feelings of what it's like to make that money, regardless of whatever Bob and Sally Smith do or don't do, whether they get in your business or not, they buy the product or not, you're going to reach your goal regardless. Okay, so that's one way to develop your posture, your relaxed confidence, knowing that you're just sorting. It's nothing personal, man. Hey, cool. Okay, so that's the first thing. The next thing to do, and this is kind of a cheat, this is kind of a shortcut, okay, but here's what you do. You get a picture, like you go online, go on Google and just type the word clown, and then go to the search results. You'll see images for clown, and pick the silliest clown that you can find in images and print it out and hang it over your desk or on the wall in your office or wherever you do your work. Okay, and just think every time that somebody clicks your landing page, your offer, your email, the phone, they leaving a voicemail, whatever. Anytime you're interacting with a prospect who hasn't bought yet, they haven't gotten started, you don't know. They could be that clown. They could be the person who looks exactly like that. It's their job. This is what they go do every day. Or metaphorically speaking, that could be, they're just here to kick tires and see if they can clown around and waste your time. No attachment. Okay, this person could be a clown because, hey, on the web and on the phone, people could be anybody. You don't know. You don't know. So assume it's the clown. No attachment. Now, once they say, yeah, here's my credit card, let's do some business. Okay, well, now we know who they are. Okay, but until that point, the prospector, until he sees the gold and he smells it or licks it or however they determine it's actually gold, okay, and that because it's not polished, it doesn't show up like a gold coin or something. At least I don't think it does. But it's raw gold. Okay, once they know it's gold because of the indicators, now they know this is something of value. Okay, all the other stuff got discarded. Okay, there's a definite line of demarcation. I'll tell you that if you're attached to your prospects, okay, the line of demarcation, the only way you know who the real people are, the people of value to you and your business who qualify for more of your business time. The only way you know who they are is when they buy. That's it. That's it. I remember back in the days when I was doing three-way calls for my team. I had thousands of people on my team. I was on the phone all friggin' day. And I'd get people, newbies in the business, and I really want to help them, right? Because I'm a helpful guy and I want them to make money and it's all wonderful. But they would call me and say, oh, I got this great prospect. They sound so great. John, they're going to be so good in the business. Oh, please do a three-way call. You got to get them in. There's no way that person's getting started. I friggin' guarantee you, there's no way that prospect is getting into this business today. I just knew it because they're so attached, thinking that this person's like an ace or something, and they're going to be the magic trick that's going to make them all this money because they're so friggin' awesome. I don't know that they're awesome. They could be a brown rock at the bottom of the pan. I only know a piece of gold, or in this case with the metaphor, okay, I only know that the person's for real about the reason why they asked for a business opportunity in the first place, because they want to, increase their lifestyle and have more time freedom and money freedom and put their kids in private school, and whatever their specific reasons are to look for a money-making opportunity. I only know if that person is real about and serious about making money with a home-based business opportunity with me and my team where we're making friggin' millions. I only know that they're serious once they do that one specific activity. That's my indicator. They get started. That's it. Everything else up to that point is bullshit. They could be Bozo the friggin' clown. And you know what? How much time am I going to spend on that? Am I going to get attached? So am I making a point here? Prospecting is looking for something of a specific value. Panning the gold. Here are the rocks. Here's the gold. Nothing personal. It's very simple. And if you're attached, see yourself already in possession of the gold. Realize it does not depend on that specific person getting started or buying your product or not. And just remember the Bozo picture, hang it over your desk. And if you ever need a laugh or you're feeling, oh man, I hope this person, they sound great, I hope they get started, just look at the Bozo. They could be putting on an act. You only know if it's real. They might sound great. You only know if they really are great once they hit the buy button or they say, yeah, sign me up and that stuff. Here we go. I'll leave it with that for now. John Lavenia here, as always happy to share with you. Love to hear your comments, and if you got some value out of this, feel free to share it with your groups, your teams, your Facebook and Twitter followers, and I will see you next time on another. You see, if I do it deliberately, it probably doesn't happen. I don't know, I just do it unconsciously and it happens. But I'll see you again on another Success Series video. Thanks for being here. Have a great day. Bye-bye.